Hey everybody, welcome to our little session today. Sorry I was gone for so long. I got married last weekend, and I was on a little mini honeymoon going on. I hope you guys enjoy this session. It is going to be in memorial. It's a memorial session. I don't know what the word is, but Robbie, Hagrid, rest in peace. Been through a ton. Sad day, everybody. I hope you little Potterheads out there raise your wands. Cool. All right. Well, I guess we start here.
Second grader than Voldemort.
All right. So let's do this really quickly.
Oh, there was a person that joined. Was it Lunar?
No, it's the bot.
Hey, Ox.
I have the bot deafened for me because I usually listen to my own vibe music.
Hey.
Gotcha.
I listen to my cats fighting next to me.
What's up? What's up? Name it.
John?
Name. Jean. There we go. Yeah. What's up?
No, just saying, welcome aboard, welcome back for your relaxing vacation. Hope you had fun.
Yeah.
Good answer. Yeah, it was dope. I got a tattoo and everything. It's pretty sick.
Hell yeah.
I think I saw you talk about that because that's how I found out Sis got a sleeve tattoo.
Ox.
Yeah.
Which tattoo did you get?
I got a.
It's a joke, Ox.
Which? Oh. No. No, that's pretty funny. I like that. Yeah. Which tattoo did you get?
I have this.
Oh, I have a joke for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What's a skeleton's favorite snack?
Rib bones.
Spare ribs.
Dang it! I messed it up.
Why did a cow go to Hollywood? Because he wants to be the movie star.
Nice.
Eh.
All right.
What generation is Forrest Gump from? Jenny.
I knew it.
Today. Jesus Christ.
My brain.
Jenny.
That was beautiful.
That'd be like 1,000 years ago because we're on Gen Z right now. So.
Yeah, I know.
Gen A, the first amoeba. Okay, cool. Shoot, where did we? I think we'll pick up where we left off. By the way, YouTube, just a little heads up. If you have no idea what's going on from this session and last session, you have to join the Discord. That's where everything is. Anywho, where did we leave off on the offline? I guess we'll pick up. We'll pick up with Vesper and Grandpapa. Yep.
Great grandpapa.
Quadruple G Grandpapa.
You have to say all 4 greats every single time.
Oh god, that's too much. I regret it now. I regret it.
Great.
Listen, Vesper's in a not so great situation, so she makes herself feel better by saying great every single time for the lulz. I do.
We zoom in through the corridor, almost as if a owl is speeding through the halls as we make quick lefts and rights. We dive through a little porthole on the side of a on the side of a wall as we open into the room of requirements, and we see Vesper as you are on the ground, sort of behind Fiona. She's sort of like sitting on her butt, kind of leaning back as if she was kind of knocked backwards and knocked down, but not fully prone. So you're kind of just like a mini squat position behind her as you clutch on the back of her robes and you stare at this purely fire being. Like it's not a, there's no human shape really. It's more of like the bottom half of this individual is a literal roaring and flickering flame coming out of the center of your family journal. and then about halfway up from the torso, you see as it kind of slenders, but it's still flame, not really resembling a normal human torso. But you see a humanoid-ish figure from the waist up, and as you shakily reply out, "How are you?" You see as this individual turns over and says, "Well, I believe there's introductions to be made. It's been a long time since I've been able to see you from the prison that I'm held in." As you see this arm kind of gently usher over to the floor, or the book on the ground. You see, oh shoot, where did I message you?
You can just click on my message, like the reply.
Did I message you his name? I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think you did. I think it's like with an M. Hold on.
I didn't write it down.
It's in our DM somewhere.
Yeah. Is it pinned?
It might be.
Maximilian. There you go. Yeah. Maximilian.
It started with an M.
Sweet. Okay, cool. You see as your grandfather, well, you would know him. I'm just gonna say grandfather. It's too many to say. You see as he goes, "Dear Vespa, you must be surprised to see me. I'm your great-great-great-great-grandfather, Maximilian. Are you the one they've entrusted this book to?"
Vesper does a little. You can like kind of see her brain restart. She's been told like all her life that she had to protect the book for its knowledge so nobody would get it, but she didn't realize that this is what Gigi Lena meant by knowledge. She wasn't expecting this at all. So she takes a second and like collects herself, and she's like, "So what if I am?"
Ooh, I like the sass. Roll me a little intimidation on that. I like that.
Watch me fail miserably.
Nat 1. So
So
what? So what if I am?
She just turned
If you
into
heard
like
my voice wavering, it was intentional. My voice wavering was intentional.
This ring pop is delicious.
I'm sorry, now I'm imagining Maximilian just
Eating a ring pop?
eating a ring pop.
All right, the bot should be working, right? Yeah, cool.
15.
Oh, okay, 15.
That one.
Yeah, you kind of, you have a little snap to your voice. You're not as wavering as you were before, as you kind of, just like you were saying, "Oh, this is what Gigi Lena meant. I had no idea." That kind of snaps you a little more into focus and back into reality as you kind of steel yourself, not knowing exactly what. I mean, you've heard stories of the book. You've never seen what it's capable of. You've never seen the inside of it. You've just heard stories. So you're kind of, that 15, I would say, is more of an intimidation check on yourself to psych you up and to kind of get you out of that fear of the unknown. So as you reply back to him, you see a quick, roll me actually perception now at advantage, now that you've kind of steeled your nerves a bit.
I got you. Can I make 2 checks at once?
Yeah. You do slash.
Oh, roll with advantage. Cool.
And then check, and then you can do advantage, and then the whole thingy thing.
I thought I fixed it, but I don't. Okay. I'll just do 2 checks. Perception should be in there. I did it. Check with it.
You can do slash character setup again and redo it. It might you might just have to do that.
Well, 23. I just did 2 manual.
On Oh wow, 23. Okay. On that 23, you see a quick. It's brief, like the briefest. If you blinked, you would have missed it. You see a flash of a serpentine face, almost like a hooded cobra, flicker in the fire, replacing the shoulders and above of this figure saying that it's your grandfather. You see this image as fast as it's there, it's gone. A flick of this hooded cobra. And you see the fire start to sway a bit. And your grandfather, or your great grandfather says, well, if you are in charge, a mere child of what this book holds, allow me to provide knowledge for you. Take it as you may. I'm not asking for repayment now, but as a gesture of good intentions, the words and stories you've heard of me, girl, are that of fable and wives' tales. There's nothing dangerous in this book, should it be in the hands of the right person. Now, the scream you heard, yes, I heard it too. Remnants of a soul trapped somewhere in these pages, reacting to the soul of another, a victim that was made. Something trapped in that tiara that only you and not your friend felt has died, but there are more somewhere around this castle, and people are coming for them. Again, granddaughter, I do not tell you this in trickery or in hopes of repayment of being let out. I do it as a warning to what's about to come from those who seek not only myself, but others. Should you want my help, all you must do is ask, and after... Actually, you see as he stops, as he says asks, and he says, yes, should you need help, all you must do is ask. What does... Fiona just looks at you. She's like kind of mesmerized. She goes, do you want me to punch him? I don't know. What do you... Are we running? I don't understand.
Can I...
don't...
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I roll insight to see if I can guess his true intentions?
Yes,
I'm smelling
you
some
can.
mess.
Oh,
I'm
my
smelling-
favorite stat is insight. Oh, I love insight.
Rolling. Okay. That'd be. Hell yeah. I'm just doing a manual roll because I have to reset my character sheet or something else.
Yeah, we moved over the server, and I think the URL that held the character sheets got reset. Ooh, a dirty 20.
Yes!
Ooh, shit.
Ooh, that's dirty.
Yes!
On a dirty 20, you'd be more inclined to believe what you're seeing had you not noticed this hooded cobra. And from what Gigi Lena has told you, the spell that's in this book is an unstoppable fiery serpent that consumes and kills everything. It supposedly killed your great-great-great-grandfather Maximilian Sable. It doesn't make sense. Your gut feeling usually is right, especially in situations where danger is at its highest possibility and your stomach is sinking in every word that flows from this being's mouth. You feel like whatever information is being told to you, you probably don't think he's lying about these souls or these like talismans that have like souls trapped in them. You don't think he's lying about that, but some of the stuff he's saying just does not, it gives you ick. That's all it is. It gives you ick in every word that he says.
I'm just holy shit. Okay.
Oh, also, you know, based on magical creatures with what Fiona has been teaching you. Fiona has now also, over the course of time, her mother has kind of opened up to her about what she is and everything. She doesn't know all the information yet, especially like the soulmates and the soul bonding and things like that. But it's like you guys have been kind of going through different magical creatures and things like that, and you know that the spell that is supposed to be hidden in this book, the serpent that it is built after is the Mirage hooded cobra, which when the hood is flared up, it mimics instead of being dangerous or looking bigger, it mimics its attacker or possible prey's most desired or most curious state of mind to lure them in so that it can strike. So you know that snake that you saw, if you didn't see that, you would have believed this, but you know some shit's up. This doesn't make sense. You don't trust it. You trust the information, but you don't trust that it's good intentions behind what is being said.
Vesper takes stock of everything that's going on. She's heard the stories. She knows, perhaps, like you said, that the information she was given was true, but not the intention behind it. And she knows better than anyone, or most people, what that spell can do, because she's been told stories. And she thinks she knows better than to try and confront it, for now at least. So she stands up from behind Fiona, and she nods her head slightly, and she says, I thank you for this information. I will do my best, I guess, to find these souls, but I think it's best if I go. And she like nudges Fiona to stand up as well.
Okay, are you trying to leave the room while attempting to close the book, or are you trying to leave the room with the book open and just leave it in the room of requirement?
I mean, she doesn't want to leave the book alone. Like she said, she knows better than anyone what it can do. She knows better than to keep it out of her sight. So she isn't trying to leave the room just yet. But she is. Excuse me a second. My character sheet's being rude. She is like so. Is it like? So she can still see the book, right? Like the fiery serpent thing isn't blocking her view of it.
No, you have full view. So the book is, imagine the book's 10 feet or like 15 feet in front of you. The book's just on the floor, open, like perfectly halfway open, even pages on each side, and this being is just coming out from literally the center of the book.
Okay. So we all have Expelliarm, or not Expelliarm, sorry,
Accio?
do we all have Accio?
No, you guys. I mean, unless you guys got
here
it.
it is. My bad. I was looking at the wrong. Okay. So, my bad. I'm trying to get used to this spell sheet.
All good. It'll take a little bit of time to navigate the spells.
Yeah, I'm doing my level best. There's just so many.
What? Let me try and help you. What spell or what are you trying to do? And I'll see if I know the spell.
Oh no, I found the spell. I'm trying to like read through it. I just have to figure out. Oh, there you go. I made the box bigger. We're good. Okay.
Yo, this blue ring pop is busted. Uh-oh.
Nigga, what?
That came out of fucking.
Is it possible to make a fire? I would say you'd have to roll.
I don't know what spells I'd have to like close the book without touching it. So.
I mean, you can cast either. I mean, you can do Expelliarmus. You can do.
Expelliarmus gets rid of a wand, though.
I'll say by now you guys should all. I'll actually say by now you guys should all know Accio.
Okay.
And you guys should all know Alohomora. I'll say Accio will snap the book closed and bring it to you.
Okay, I'd rather do that then. I
Okay.
didn't have it at the time. So.
Let's see here. An object heavier. Does it have to? Do you have to make a spell attack? Target is range caster as if carried by another object. A broom. Object heavier than 20 pounds may not be summoned. Nope. It looks like cool. You cast Accio. And the book snaps closed. The fire being disappears. The book levitates up and snaps into your open book bag as you hold open the little flap for it to go into.
Perfect. So what happened? What does that do to the fiery being?
Oh, it's gone. It
Okay.
it didn't contest anything. It didn't it just allowed whatever happened to happen.
Okay, perfect. So Vesper, she turns to Fiona and she's like, I don't think we need to run anymore, but I would like to go speak to Gigi Lena. Like now.
Fiona gets up and she goes, all right, I don't want to freak you out, but I don't know what happened. You were freaking out and then you like threw your book and then you were just standing in the middle of the room. You shoved me on the ground and then stood in between me and the book and just started screaming at the book. Are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital wing?
You didn't see?
See what?
I guess I see what happened there. Let's go back to the common room and I'll explain on what just happened. Because I swear
Okay.
I'm not crazy.
All right, weirdo. I mean, whatever you say. I mean, you're the one who was screaming at books, but yeah, let's you see as she like kind of like shoves you a little bit like you got kind of like a joking around, not being mean, she's kind of just joking around. She jostles you a bit and you guys head back. You see you see at this point in time, this is how we cross over. So you see James and the Hufflepuff team making their way off of the field as you walk by the Great Hall, and they head into the Great Hall to get breakfast. You and Fiona head up, and Fiona, as you guys are walking in and kind of explaining everything that happened, Fiona goes, well, that's yeah, I think we should definitely call Gigi Lena and figure out what all of that meant. Are you gonna want to watch our house against Hufflepuff? If so, I could go grab us some like floor seats, or like, you know, they're not really floor seats, I guess, but like box seats ahead of time.
That'd be nice, thank you. I'm gonna let you do that. I'd like to watch the game, please. I could use something to distract myself.
Cool. She gives you privacy to call Gigi Lena, and she heads off to grab some seats and some snacks and everything. You give Gigi Lena a call. She answers like it's one of those times where when you seem to need Gigi Lena the most, the second you hit the green button to call, it's almost as if she hits at the same exact time the answer button on her phone slightly before it shows up, to where when it does show up, her finger's already hitting it, and she answers the phone almost terrifyingly immediately. And she says, "My granddaughter." I don't know why I'm doing an accent. She's not even British. That's weird.
She's Greek, so
yeah.
she's,
I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna just do me. She goes,
probably best.
"Dear Vespa, what's going on?"
So I don't quite know how to describe this, but I think I met the spell that the book is being kept trapped. It's like the simplest way I could think to put it.
You hear like a soft, stifled, like sharp inhale of like surprise and like bafflement. And you see as she lets out a sigh and she goes, "Well, and you hear the change. She's now much more serious rather than concerned. And she says, "What did it tell you?"
So let me explain, I guess, how I got to that point. I found this room. It was an amazing room. It had all these like cool items in it, and I was planning to hide the book there because Fiona and I figured that a room this big with this many items, it'd be really hard to find a book. And at one point, I heard Fiona call out my name while we were exploring, and I walk over and she's dancing. She's twirling about this tiara, and the next thing I know, the tiara and the book started reacting, I guess, or the book started reacting to the tiara, and it got to the point where I heard this really loud scream, and I don't know what happened next, but next thing I know, I'm holding the tiara, and Fiona's not wearing it anymore, and I don't think she was ever wearing it. And then, I don't know, but, and the next thing I know, like, there's this, like, flame serpent, flame guy, it's a thing made of flames. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. And he tells me that the scream I heard was these souls trapped around the castle, and then like for a really split second I saw like a serpent on its shoulders, and I think it was like the mirage snake or whatever the name of it was, and I think it was claiming to be great grandfather Maximilian, but I don't think it was. I think it was the snake, and he said he wanted I don't. It was a really intense situation. Forgive me if it slips my mind what he said exactly, but I think it told me one thing, and I think it just really wanted to get free from the book, saying it would be best if it would be a good book if it was in the right hands. And then I got the book closed and it disappeared, but I don't quite know what happened to Gigi Lena. That apparently Fiona didn't see the Snake Man thing when it appeared. Only I did.
You hear a crash come from Gigi Lena's side of the phone. You hear her yell somewhere off in the distance. It was almost like she put her phone down and walked into the kitchen. You just hear her screaming profanities in Greek, just absolutely cussing up a storm. You see she gets closer. You hear the ruffling as she goes, "Okay, interesting that it took that form. Did it attack you or try to get away? You're making it sound more of like it just allowed you to take it back without fighting."
Yeah, it was very calm. It didn't try to attack or anything, but I mean, I've heard your stories, and I didn't think it was a good idea to let it just stay in that room, so I managed to get it closed. And it's in my book bag now.
Interesting. And you hear like pages flipping through. I think your parents might have misjudged the time of to which you should possess that book. You see as Gigi Lena's tonality and words have grown sharp and to the point. She says, now, by our tradition, Vesper, the book belongs to you. Should you feel unsafe to possess the book, I will take it off of your hands for you. It seems the being or the spell, it's never acted that way before. Something is amidst with the information it told you. I'm not sure what it, I mean, if it's talking about Horcruxes, they've all been destroyed. So there's a soul trapped in a talisman around the school. It can't be a Horcrux, as the ministry has rounded all in existence since Voldemort himself has been expunged. Huh. Well, it seems that my golden days are not past me. My dear Vesper, I need time to study. Do you wish to keep the book, or should I have somebody come and escort it back to me?
I'm not gonna lie, Gigi Lena. I felt super happy that it was my turn to guard the book, but after this incident, I'm only a first year, Gigi Lena. I don't think I'm ready. Please get someone to come take the book.
She agrees. And he gives you little kisses and says that somebody will swing by later this afternoon to retrieve the book, assuming that they'll be coming with the headmaster because they have to check in. It's not like people could just randomly pop in and out of the school. Cool. Gigi Lena says everything will be okay. Just focus on school and friends and stuff. And she hangs up the phone. You get a text from Vesper. It's a selfie of her sitting in like these really cool like box seats that are like the second row from the pitch itself. And she's got like a ton of snacks and stuff. And it says, ready when you are. It seems like they'll be starting in about 30 minutes. The teams are just finishing up breakfast and stuff like that.
Wait, I get a text from Fiona?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, you said text from Vesper.
Oh, sorry, no, text from Fiona. Yeah, you know, you're not texting yourself. Yeah, no, Fiona
It's
texts
you
you, sorry.
From the future.
Yeah, Dawn.
What would Vesper like to do?
She says, Gigi Lena, thank you, Gigi Lena. I'll let you know if I'm ready to take the book back in the future. But I really would like to focus on school for at least a year. And then she says her goodbyes to Gigi Lena. And then she texts Fiona, I'll be down in a moment.
Cool. You get a little thumbs up reply from Fiona. What is there anything Vesper wants to do in the meantime?
No, she just kind of wants to go focus on the game, take her mind off of things for a little bit.
Cool. You start making your way down towards the Quidditch pitch, and we swap over as you navigate the corridors. You turn off to the right, heading towards the pitch. The camera pans left, and we have Sebastian and Jean in the Great Hall. Both of you guys are sitting at your house tables as the other students are kind of cheering you guys on, as they're kind of hyping you guys up for the game that's about to happen. We'll start with Sebastian. You've got when we left off the offline.
I was
What did
never
I?
allowed to shenanigans.
Yeah. What did I? Did I not respond? Oh yeah.
I think
No.
it was just small. You told me that the path's open before Halloween and that I've had older students investigating the forest for me.
Yeah. So you've used your kind of popularity and overall like just kind of like charisma, really. So
I'm the son of
you're
the former president, basically. I mean, I'm charismatic with that.
yeah, exactly. Cool. Yeah. So a lot of the older students have been kind of chatting with you lately. They've been running reconnaissance, able to get into the restriction area on that 22, kind of getting some information about hobgoblins and things like that. You've gotten a ton of data following like different cults of dark wizards that have kind of risen and fallen since Voldemort. There's one that is mentioned several times in the last decade called the oh shoot, what was the damn, I forgot what it was called. One second.
I should move my journal over to roll 20.
You should. That would be super
Fucking,
useful.
I was just like, shit, he's saying something. I had to open up and scramble to get my fucking doc hub open.
It is, good lord. I get back home and still can't even read my own goddamn notes. That's wild. Come on. Can I get things together, please? How does this... There we go. Oh, okay. You have found out of a dark, not really like a cult, but like more of like a dark wizarding group called the Ruins of Aether. A lot of the information that you were able to find on them, not only on like different various like subreddits and all that stuff, and then some of the older students going into the restricted section. A lot of what is documented, which is not a ton, a lot of information on these guys specifically is very vague. They pop up every now and then, but usually when they pop up, it's like crazy shit. Like there's natural disasters, quote unquote natural disasters in the Muggle world. So they aren't necessarily 100% linked to anything, but usually whenever there's a sighting of one or more of the followers, there's usually some kind of calamity bullshit that happens following them. So you are kind of in this like hubbub world of information that students are kind of walking up, passing to you and walking off, kind of being very secretive. So the noise of the Quidditch game around you hasn't really gotten to your mind. You haven't really been like in that feeling of being psyched up for the game because all of this information is coming through. You see as Magdalene comes in and slaps you on the back and says, "Hey, I heard Akash got transferred back, or not transferred back, but got transferred to Ilvermorny. There was a position opened there, and his father was able to get him in. It looks like I'm back starting Seeker. You ready to kick some Hufflepuff ass today?"
Put this here. We move on the position. Oh, sup, Bolts? Yeah, Siska had to go. Tough, I guess. I mean, it's not like he was the best. I mean, he was my mate, so there's that. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I got bludges to hit. I got a few moves I remember from a few World Cups that I saw from my pops that I'm gonna bring out, and I have something new to try with my broom.
You see as she says, she smiles and says, "Yeah, well, hopefully Akash, they're able to get him a spot on the Quidditch team. I mean, he was definitely, you see as she kind of like, kicks the dirt while she says it's kind of like swaying back and forth. She's like, he was he was a good seeker, not better than me, but he's pretty good.
You're actually not picking up with this. Yeah, I really hope they make like a Tri-Wizard Cup for Quidditch. Schools, you know.
You see, she goes, "Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, like kind of like a regional, like all the school Quidditch teams compete for like a mini World Cup.
Hemisphere ones, and like all the Eastern or North and South, and then
we would come together for a mini World Cup. Yeah. You see, she like furiously jots down a note, casts a spell, and a little paper airplane jets off somewhere. She goes, "I'm sure Professor McGonagall and Madam Hooch would definitely enjoy that." She looks at you and she goes, "Well, eat up. You're gonna need a ton of energy. This is gonna be your first game, and the Hufflepuff beaters, they're tough. So we're gonna have our work cut out for us today."
Wait till you see what I do with me, bro.
Roll me a little performance check.
Why are you doing this to me? I don't have anything from my performance.
You can just use the dice roller. Your performance is your charisma. So I would assume I actually have your character sheet up. No, I don't have your character sheet up. Why? Do I not? Oh, it's not in Roll20. That's why. Duh.
Is he working that week?
I think your... I don't even... It's whatever your charisma is.
I think I have...
Here we go. Sebastian Shacklebolt. Performance, you have a +0 to it. Because it's based on your charisma. So it's just a flat roll. Cool. Solid. So solid. Yeah, she's like, cool. It seems like your mind's elsewhere right now. I feel that. I dig that for you. I love it. Just make sure when it's game time, get your head in the game. And she kind of turns and heads off in her seeker robes as she starts making her way towards the pitch. What does Sebastian want to do? You've got some of your other teammates around. You see as Lorcan is there with you, Tank's there with you, and then you also have one of your seekers, Mandy. So you have like 3 players there with you as you guys are eating. The other ones have already headed off. What's Sebastian up to?
First, I sent a quick text to Ben. I want to say Ben's become my number 2 with the Kosh gun. And with the Kosh and I've never really even been part of the A-team. So, but Ben's my point, man. I give him all the information, runes of Aether, all that. Let him know what's going on. Sebastian takes like a quick minute to just like slap himself in the face. Come on, man. We got a match coming up, mate. Come on. Beat her. Slams a few eggs in, grabs a sausage, shoves it down, then looks to Lorcan and goes, I got a plan for when we get to the sky.
Lorcan looks at you as you're doing this ridiculous like chant to like hype yourself up. Yeah, you're just like bouncing up and down and flexing. Lorcan looks over and he goes, right, okay, love the enthusiasm, love it, really do, but what do you have planned, just so that way I know how to fix it in case it doesn't work?
Listen, when I go high, you go low, and then we meet. You'll see what I mean when we get out there.
Okay, am I gonna hit somebody with my body, my bat, the bludger? What do we...
We're gonna hit multiple things. 2 beds, 2 stones.
Okay. I like it. Okay. Cool. I'll take your lead on that. You give me the signal, and let me know, point to where I need to go, and I'll go. You see as he looks over at Tank, who is absolutely just bloodshot eyes, yawning, all nonchalant. Lorcan yells over at Tank and says, "Hey, wake up! It's time to go." You see as Tank growls, "Fine." As he stands up, slams back a pint of pumpkin juice, tears off a massive chunk of what looks like just cut off of an animal bloodied steak as he bites it in half and heads off towards the field. You get a text back from Ben. Cool. I have little birdies out looking for runes of Aether. Dad used to run with some pretty bad people. I have connects. I have connects. Well, he is... No. How would I say that? He wouldn't say that. I have... My mom and my dad have the ability to give me information. I've asked them. We'll update once we know more. And then you get a text from the twins saying, hell yeah, let us know when we need to rock. Adrian and I are getting ready for... and then there's a tree emoji, so for the forest. So you got your whole crew set up and ready. Ben's on knowledge. The other two are gearing up supplies for close to the end of the month while the party's going on for you guys to sneak off into the forest. Is there anything that Lunar wants to do before heading towards the Quidditch field?
Sebastian, real quick.
I mean, Sebastian, not Lunar.
Sebastian, real quick, looks up on his phone. Goblin, silver, swords. Godric Gryffindor had one. I probably should get one. And he runs over to the Quidditch bridge. He's just like, you know what? If that guy had a sword, maybe I should get a magic sword.
You dash over. You're reading, like, there's tons of replicas. I mean, it's now modern day. So
Yeah,
like
he wants some legendary, but he just wants a sword that's actual goblin silver that will work as a sword. Like,
yeah, you see tons of, like, I mean, everything is saying goblin made this, goblin made that. Some of them are like,
I want her to be a goblin. Like, I want this to be.
yeah.
I'm looking for first direct contact.
You find, I mean, it's yeah. There's definitely goblin blacksmithing has become more of a thing, especially in the Muggle world, as more of like a rarity for like fine jewelry and stuff like that. So you definitely find, I wouldn't say jewelers. It's more of like metallurgies, but you find like these shops online where it's like goblins take, you know, personal orders or personalized orders.
When you make jewelry, I need a sword, mate.
I mean, no, they make swords as well. I mean, in the Muggle world, no one's making swords because, like, who gives a fuck about swords in the Muggle world? So like the Muggle world, the goblins are now like all about jewelry, but in the Wizarding world, they still make like wand casings, they still make book bindings, and like a lot of magical aspects that they don't necessarily need to sell or use in the Muggle realm. So they still do make goblin swords. It's not going to be. There's nothing on the level of Godric Gryffindor that can be replicated or be made to that same degree, because that's like ancient stuff. But there are goblin swords that have like cool little perks and whatnot to them, but nothing as crazy as Godric Gryffindor's sword. But you head over to the field. You got tons of knowledge on if you want to buy a sword. I mean, they're expensive as shit. They're like, I think the cheapest one is like 4,000 galleons. Like, they're expensive. But you head over to the pitch. You see as a lot of the Ravenclaws, Slytherins, Hufflepuffs, and Gryffindors are coming in. James, your team is still at the table, or at the table. You're enjoying your breakfast. You see as Jacob stands up and he goes, right, we have 20 minutes before the game. Make sure you don't overeat, guys, but make sure you have enough food. I'm gonna go speak to Madam Hooch and see what the weather is gonna be like today. And I will see you guys out on the field. And he turns around and heads off. James, what would you like to do? You can either stay and mingle with some of the Hufflepuffs or the other team, or your team. You would have Martha's there with you. Vanessa Hotch is there as well. So you have Martha and Vanessa that's there. Or you could head over to the Quidditch field. What would you like to do?
Cool. After James calmly eating his breakfast, he's gonna talk to Vanessa, and she said, Vanessa, do you know anything about this new captain named Sebastian?
Vanessa looks at you and goes, well, he's not the captain. That's The captain's
Oh.
Lorcan, but
bad.
Sebastian's, yeah, it's their. I mean, he was the first one, or the first year. I mean, several of you actually have gotten on the team, but he was the first one to break the ice, specifically for a beater position. I mean, we've seen some practices of it, or of him. I mean, he's definitely, like Jacob said, him and Lorcan together are gonna be a problem. But
We're gonna do
Mhm.
this, but he's like he's trying to think, but not like stutter his words. So, okay. We're gonna win. For fun.
You see as Vanessa shoots a very devilish smile. Roll me a perception check.
Perception check. I
Mhm.
would like that. Let's see. Perception. Oh. All right. All right then. This is pretty good. No, natural one.
Cool. You just see Vanessa smile,
Oh wait,
and she
wait.
says, what?
Oh, sorry. No, I was gonna continue on. My bad.
She says, buck up. We've never really. It's been a 50-50 between us and Ravenclaw. We're both really good teams. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
I'm pretty sure we'll be able to. We'll take them, even if they've got some kind of half giant on their team.
Giant.
Oh,
Did you say
you
half
didn't.
giant like that, Ox?
Because this is Vanessa. This isn't Ox. I don't know who Ox is. This is Vanessa. She don't like half giants.
James is generally confused. Like, he's a half giant. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
She stands up and looks over at the Slytherin table, where Mimi and Klaus and Rocky have just gotten up and began to leave. And she looks at you and she goes, right, well, I need to talk to somebody before the game starts, so I will catch you out on the field. And you see as she gets up and briskly walks, following. This is Iris. This is where you and Klaus and Rocky are going outside to run. So she's kind of following you, and that's where we'll connect over there. So James, yeah, you see as Vanessa heads out. You see as some of the tables are now beginning to clear out and head over to the Quidditch pitch. What would you like to do?
Well, since they're all leaving in the Quidditch, James drinks his cranberry juice, slaps his face at least 2 times, and just thinks to himself, "You got this," and just go to the Quidditch.
Cool. You head over to the Quidditch field. There's a ton of students heading in. We cycle out from there over to Mimi, Klaus, and Rocky. Klaus isn't here, so it's Juno. Juno looks over after the giggle as he forces his way forward, and he goes, well, you see Klaus, it's Klaus talking. Well, it's always weird because it is Juno at the same time. Anyway, so Juno speaks up. He goes, Mimi, what's the next test?
Well, you guys have to finish your last run. You guys, because it's out of 3.
We have to do it 3 times?
Yeah, I said that like 3 times.
Oh man, okay. You see as Juno walks forward. Oh shoot, I should probably actually use his stats. What is his stats? I'm gonna make him do a thing. Okay. Only a +2.
My notes, gotta find them. Wrote them down on paper. Where are they?
I got it. Here. Modifier.
No.
2.
I have
Okay.
to down.
As Juno takes off, you notice there's a very physical difference between when Klaus, even though that's the same body, when Klaus is not there, it's a still very physical, or not physical, a very visible difference physically from the two of them. Juno takes off. He is back to the original time that he ran. So he's definitely gotten much slower. Rocky takes off. Hers, she whatever her last time was, she's slower by about 2 seconds, or like by about a second. But you probably chalked it up to fatigue, but Rocky is clearly faster than Klaus or Juno.
So Klaus's average time is 18. I need to write that down on my notes. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm. And is Mimi going to the Quidditch game between Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, or does she want to go and explore the grounds or the castle?
We're doing tests, man.
Cool, love it.
So Klaus's average is 18, and then I remember Rocky's off the top of my head. You said it was the same as the first one, right? Yeah.
Klaus's, yeah, his last time is the same as his first time. And then Rocky is 1 second slower than the last time you got.
Okay. That divided by 3. So, Rocky won. She got a 13 for her average of 3. Which is a very big difference. But kind of know that Rocky's kind of simulating to be the stronger one, even though Klaus is the longer a vampire. Okay. Mimi finished writing down everything and says Rocky won the race.
Rocky jumps up and down cheering.
You won by Brain now has to count.
By what?
Rocky won by 5 seconds.
Oh dang.
It was pretty
Nice.
good. Our next test is a jump test. So as high as you can go, I guess.
Okay. You guys head over to, or actually, you see, I forgot the name of the spell, but you don't even have to cast it as a spell. You kind of flick your wand out, and at the end of your wand, a measuring tape begins to flop out and serpentine around and go up, and it goes up to about 20 feet. So let me roll for Klaus first. Here. How many times are you gonna make us jump?
Only once, because they're probably already fatigued from the
Okay.
the speed.
+2.
Unless they want to wait to do the jump test, because I'd rather do an average.
They're already. You guys just chatting. They've already. They're replenished. So Juno jumps a 10, and then I will make another roll for Klaus as Klaus flickers over. Klaus doesn't do much better. So Juno jumps about, I would say, 2 feet off the ground as Juno, and then as Klaus, he's able to. It's very different because vampire, even though it's a 13 and it's slightly better, it's still technically doubled. So Klaus jumps about 8 feet off the ground.
Okay. You need to do one more, sir.
For who? Oh, Rocky.
Uh,
Rocky clears above 20 feet, and you see as your little measuring tape snake quivers in excitement and shoots upwards, like trying to chase Rocky, barely getting there. Rocky jumps a solid 25 feet off the ground vertically, before she almost seemingly floats back down.
Maybe just like looks at like where it like shows a little like feet thing at the bottom of her wand. She's like, she's just like shocked, like in pure shock, just looking at it. She's like, okay, well that one obviously Rocky won. Okay. We're gonna skip the next test for now because you're probably both not in any bloodlust at the moment.
Nope, we ate literally 4 hours ago.
Exactly. That's why I'm skipping it. The next part is kind of pretty easy to do. It's just what's the difference about your appearance to a normal human kind of thing.
What do you mean? Like
So, like,
attractiveness or physical?
no, like physical attributes that make them look not human. So like paleness, different color eyes.
Oh, I mean, you don't need to have a
like,
normal human look at them. You could see, I mean, both. So
no, I'm
Klaus
not
is
saying normal human look at them, but like you can definitely tell if they are different.
Oh, the different. Yes. Okay. Klaus is much paler than Rocky. Rocky did have a slight brownish ebony skin tone, but she's now a little bit on the lighter side. I would say more like around more like a caramel color. So she's gotten a little bit lighter, but you see as like her cheekbones, her skin kind of clings a bit more, like her jawline is like sharper. Whereas Klaus looks like a vampire. Like it's hard. Like it's hard, not looks like a vampire. It's more of just like he noticeably looks like a weird kid. He's like pale, pasty white. His eyes are very different colors. His eyes are kind of sunken in. His skin hugs to his bones. He's not very like broad or beefy. Rocky looks, from when you first met her, barely altered. She looks as if, I don't know how to say it, but like, because she's going to grow up. She's going to grow older and stop aging at the age of 18. But it looks almost as if like she's been magically preserved. Like there's like, you get like your senses, you look and see like pollen and stuff like touch her face and like just slowly burn away. Like it's hard to explain. Like it's almost as if her face, like her body's been preserved pretty much. So there's definitely a visible difference between the two of them, and not so much a visible difference between Rocky and a non-magical creature humanoid, and a clear difference. I mean, to the average person would be like, that's a weird kid. If they looked at Klaus, if they looked at Rocky, they'd be like, oh, she's a cute girl. I mean, it looks, super clean, I guess would be the word.
Clean. I for some reason I don't know why. Didn't like that. She's just writing down like differences she could notice. They're probably just staring at her like, what is she doing?
Yeah, you're just like furiously writing your book, and both Juno and Rocky are just having like a conversation with themselves. They're just like, I don't know what she's writing down, but you see Rocky Juno yells out, do you want us to do we want us to run again or jump or do something, or do we just stand in here?
No. I'm just writing something down. Okay, I'm done with that though. The last thing I really have is like if you have any like vampire senses or like some things that might be like unique to just being a vampire.
They both have dark vision. However, Rocky can see twice as far as Klaus can. Which, if you want direct terminology, because they would each know the distance, and would be able to tell you. I don't know where it is in the.
I literally just put dark vision ×2 for Rocky.
Yeah, it's I think Klaus has 60 feet, and then Rocky would have 120 feet of dark vision. Yeah.
Anything else to have that's different from a normal human, I guess?
Oh, sorry. Klaus has 120 feet, so Rocky would have 240 feet of dark vision. Damn, that's crazy. Vampires are ridiculous. What the fuck? There's so much. I don't know. I mean, roll me a. I guess roll me a care for magical creatures check to see if if Mimi could think of anything that might be subspecies related kind of jargon.
I was about to freak out because my rolling wasn't working. I love having a modifier. Wait. How do you... Okay. Brain's dying.
Slash roll.
No,
or
I know
slash
that.
check.
But okay, I was gonna stop. I'm looking at Doc Hub, but in Doc Hub, if you have proficiency on something, doesn't mean
You add your
little
proficiency
check mark?
bonus.
No.
Yeah, so there's a check mark in Doc Hub. On roll 20, it's just the thing is filled in.
Okay.
So you should. Oh, you didn't put any of your proficiencies on
Well,
there.
I don't know what the fuck I have. 19 anyway for the care of magical creatures, but
let me see here. Okay, anything on Doc Hub that has a check mark on it, that's your proficiency. So you're gonna in roll 20, you're gonna click the box that says P. P is proficiency, E is expertise. So what you'll do is in roll 20, anything that's a check mark, you add that modifier. So for instance, insight for James is a or not insight, sorry. Insight is a wisdom, and his wisdom's a +4, but he's proficient in insight, so then he would have he would have 4 + 2, so he would roll a d20 and then add 6. So the check mark just indicates that you have proficiency in that, and to make sure you add your proficiency bonus on top of your modifier. It's a little different than Doc Hub, because this character sheet, you don't immediately have the plus and the number for that specific roll.
okay, so instead of a 19, it'd be a 21 then.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, you see. So on top of, you notice that Rocky has a higher sense of smell and heightened sense of hearing compared to Klaus. Rocky's reaction times are faster. She is physically, I would say, yeah, she's physically stronger than Klaus is. However, it seems that Klaus is more experienced with his powers, which makes up for the sheer ability that Rocky has. So it seems like right now they're pretty evenly matched when it comes to strength. There are times where she's brute forced overpowered him, but he knows his body and he knows how to be a vampire a lot better, so he's able to flip it. But you think if Rocky trains, it doesn't matter how good Klaus is as he trains, Rocky will always be leagues ahead of him in any scenario throughout the entirety of them growing to if they die or whatever their case may be. But yeah, Rocky's in a... You're able, with your care for magical creatures, you're able to understand when something's a higher higher on the food
Chain.
chain, and Rocky is a clearly different type of predator altogether. You break it down into like animalistic
As
features.
Mimi's writing down like these attributes, she's like mumbling like, "Is this bitch a super vampire?" Like she's just mumbling, and that's all I can probably hear out what she's saying. Is just, "Bitch is super vampire."
I mean, possibly, yeah.
No, but I
There's.
want them to react to me saying that. That's why I said that.
Oh, Rocky says, I don't know. I could be. I mean, if this book, and Juno picks the book up, she goes, I'm pretty sure we could find some answers in here to see exactly what I am, but it seems as though I'm a very different breed compared to Klaus.
Do I need to do a test with it just being Juno? I maybe just like contemplating in her mind, like, do I need to do a test if it's just Juno doing all the tests?
Well, the tests, no. So Juno and Klaus have swapped during these set of testings. The previous testings that we did, so the running, the first two runs, and whatever other testing you did, that was all Klaus.
Mimi's thinking that she needs to do one that's just Juno tests and one that's just Klaus tests. So they're not together, it's separate.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, we could if you want to. We could run you through it before we get into the first Quidditch match.
Nah, Mimi's kind of over this at this point. It's like, y'all too crazy.
Uh,
She needs sleep. That's, to be honest, that's what she needs. 'Cause
is Mimi tired?
Mimi's tired from the fucking full moon still. She got like maybe like 2 hours of sleep and then had breakfast.
Yeah, you are exhausted. I mean, even Rocky and Juno's like, yeah, I also would like to just go and like chill and read. So Juno heads back to the Ravenclaw common room. Rocky looks at you and she goes, uh, do you want company when you in the common room, or if not, I could go to the game. Totally up to you. I mean, I could do either
know,
one.
Why don't we go to the game? And while we're at the game, I'm asleep at the game.
She
Mimi doesn't make sense anymore. That's her brain at the moment. She just doesn't make sense.
Okay, let me. I need you to.
Oh,
Uh,
also, when we're probably walking over there, we need to add in my klutz stuff too. That's probably
uh,
something.
make me a contested strength check. You have to beat an 11.
Is is Rocky gonna try to stop me from going?
Rocky's gonna try and she like lunges at you to pick you up as she tries to escort you back to take a nap. As she's like, you're not gonna sleep when people are screaming and fireworks are going off, and she like rushes forward to try and pick you up. Still, human used like she's used to her human legs
Bye.
and speed.
Bye.
You meets it, beats it. You guys kind of like grapple standing up a little bit and just come to a stalemate. And she goes, fine.
You know, Mimi is just like, to be honest, I could care less if people are screaming. I hear enough sleeping in a house with like 50 million animals.
She shrugs and says, whatever you want, weirdo. And you guys head over. Make me a regular old dexterity saving throw as you guys are walking through the hills, back up to the Quidditch pitch or the Quidditch field.
I don't know how to catch.
What?
I did it on roll 20 because I didn't feel like trying to understand it. But I don't understand it even more, so I'm just gonna.
You roll this.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea.
What? Just roll it in the bot. I don't
That's
like.
what I'm gonna do, but that's why I was
Uh,
gonna do it because it's just
I
easier.
don't
All
know
you
what.
have to do is click.
I don't
Go
know what any
6.
of that says. Okay, you slip and fall. And like you're exhausted. You are huffing and puffing by the time you get up to the top of the hill, and there's like one last step that's wet, and you slip and like fall forward. You're about to eat shit, and Rocky grabs the neck of your robe and like yoinks you back up, and she goes, "Jesus Christ, Mimi, how are you a werewolf and fall so often?"
I'm not a cat.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. You would be you'd be a werecat. That'd be cool. You think werecat? She starts going off on like a ditzy tangent of like, do werecats exist? If you could be a werecat, where would you become a werecat? How do you become a werecat? She's just like chattering the whole way
Mimi just
down.
like pushes her hand on her mouth. It's like, this is not warrior cats. Let's just get to the game.
She goes, "What if I could be a werecat and a vampire at the same time?"
Where's Klaus when you need him?
Juno is back in Ravenclaw. We get to the Quidditch pitch, and all of you guys see what in the world? Hold on. Where is?
Come back,
Nope, that's
kitty.
not it.
No, come back, kitty.
1 second. We see as the Quidditch pitch has filled up. Vesper and Fiona, you guys are there. Mimi, you are there as well. Atticus, where would we find? Where did we leave? You were off in the library. You hear the cannons go off, echoing throughout the schoolyard as the last 10 minutes have been signaled for the Quidditch game. You and what was her name? I put it somewhere. Florencia. You and Florencia standing by the restricted section, and she goes, what was those cannons? Were and you know that they were signaling the Quidditch game.
Did you see the last thing I said in the offline?
Oh, what? There was something in the offline?
Yeah, you missed it.
Man, where are we? Hold on. She goes, yeah, I would love a tour. Do you want to take her on a tour of the castle, or do you want to go to the Quidditch game between Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw?
He's gonna ask her that. Oh yeah, I just heard the cannons they're playing some Quidditch, I think. We can either go there or we could do a tour now or later, wherever you want.
She shrugs and she says, I don't really care so much for Quidditch. I'd love to see the school grounds. Is there anything cool? Is there anything like cool to do around here?
Yeah, let's go for a tour. And he
Cool.
pulls out his map and let's see. Pull up my map.
Finally, someone uses the map. Thank baby Jesus. I was afraid we were never gonna use it.
I actually use it, but I just don't say that I'm using it. I'll pull it up when like we're offline and like picking out where I want to go sometimes.
How can I find? Oh, here it is.
Well, as long as you guys use it.
Where's that? I'm gonna go snatch.
So, where have you been so far?
Oh, I just got here today. I
Oh, wow.
haven't I haven't gotten my classes yet. I just came to the library, and then Professor McGonagall was gonna meet me after dinner to let me know what my classes are and where I would be staying. So I'm kind of free until dinner.
Awesome. Let's see some. You want to see? Let's see. Well, we should definitely go to the Great Hall. What time is it, by the way?
It's like 10. I mean, you can go to the Great Hall. There probably won't be many people there, because they're all at the Quidditch game, or like right now is like pretty much free period. There's like one class at the end of the day, but it's Quidditch day today, so most of the students are going to be either at the game or kind of like meandering around the grounds. It's already been like a month or so since school has started, so like some of the older students probably have already headed off to Hogsmeade. So like there's like people spread across everywhere. So you could head to the Great Hall if you want to. There probably won't be a ton of people, I'll be honest. But there'll be some people there. And if you want to like grab a bite to eat or something.
Yeah, let's stop by there real quick. I'll just and he walks to the Great Hall. And is it 10 o'clock in the evening or 10 o'clock in the morning?
No, it's morning time.
Morning, okay.
You head over, you see a lot of the students kind of heading out of the Great Hall, heading over towards the Quidditch field. The corridors are kind of moving around. You see like some students are like placing bets, some for sickles and galleons, some for like sweets and chocolate wizard cards, or chocolate frog cards. You head over to the Great Hall. There's still like a handful of students at each house table. Some that are like just kind of studying or like writing letters or reading newspapers or whatever, or chatting while having enjoying a kind of late breakfast. Is there anything you'd like to do?
He just starts kind of talking with her. So what's Bobaton like these days? Is it true that they let male students in? I heard from someone they said that.
Yeah, we have a. It's the Balbaton is still very much an all girls school, but we do have a secondary castle that was built that is now considered the brother school of Balbaton, and that's where the boys, I guess, not I guess, but that's where the boys attend and stay outside of the common area, which is like this little, it's kind of like your version of a Hogsmeade, I guess. So there's like this little like town that's in the middle of each school, and we kind of just now all can hang out there during our free periods, and then for school, we're pretty much separated.
Okay, that's pretty neat. So it's like a new school kind of like next to it, but you share like lunches and stuff like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's the I hate making names that I can't pronounce. It is Mirth, so OMEMERTH, School of Witchcraft, or School of Sorcery, sorry. Or not School of Sorcery, Academy of Sorcery. Good lord. And so she says, yeah, Mirth is the new school that we decided to, our headmistress decided to put up. It allows a option for, I guess they wanted to have like better, I mean, I don't know the politics of it. But she's like, I guess an all-girls school is not super great for everybody, so it's kind of like their way of like breaking century-old like programs and stuff, and kind of like giving us a little more free stuff, kind of like what you guys do, except we don't all go to the same school yet, but eventually that'd be cool.
It's kind of like Hogwarts is having a bit of an influence in France. That's kind of cool.
Well, since Professor McGonagall, your headmistress, kind of began this like international acceptance of like students. A lot of schools, like even the American schools, the Egyptian schools, a lot of them that have had these very like closed look on magic now that they've opened them. I mean, several schools have kind of followed this international thing. So I mean, we really only have Professor McGonagall and the Minister of Magic, Miss Granger herself, to kind of, have all of this really put together.
Yeah, we've always been close, like, with the Tri-Wizarding tournament and stuff like that. Kind of keeps us close that way. That's kind of cool. But I've never heard of, like, transfer students coming before. I mean, they've come to visit before, like, doing, like, tournaments and stuff, but never, like, full time. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
be here. I'll be here for the first year, and then if I like it enough, I have a chance to possibly finish my schooling here.
That's awesome. I just thought of something. Does Atticus know where the Sorting Hat is stored?
Um,
Did he
roll
see it
me.
in McGonagall's office when he was in there?
Oh yes, yeah. Yeah. I forgot you've been in there. Yeah, it's stored in her office. You've seen it on a shelf, kind of off to the left side of her desk. So yeah, you definitely have seen it.
I have an idea. It might be kind of fun because I know McGonagall always watches the Quidditch, so she won't be in her office right now. I know the password, and if you'd like, we can play with the Sorting Hat a bit and see what house you might be in if you choose to stay. What do you think?
Now, before I answer as the character, I just want to know as me, DM the Ox, you're insinuating on breaking into the headmistress's office
No big
while
deal.
she's not there, right? Is that what you're
Not
insinuating?
breaking anything. Just
Just
So, yeah.
entering without permission.
Yeah, just borrowing a hat.
So breaking in.
Friends,
Okay.
we're close. We've been through
Uh
shit together.
Florencia.
That's how Atticus is looking at it. It's like, oh, I know McGonagall. She won't mind. That's kind of his attitude.
Florencia flashes a devilish grin and goes, "Now that's an adventure. I was hoping
He
to
goes to like adventures.
get into." She goes, "Lead the way. I'll follow you. Let's go see this Sorting Hat."
He leads the way to McGonagall's office, trying to be slightly, kind of making sure no one's like trailing him.
Okay, roll me either stealth or deception. If you're trying to cover your tracks on where you're heading.
I'll try deception. Charisma based.
Nat 1.
I'm feeling that 20 ox. Feeling
Nah,
that 20.
can't be.
Feeling that 20 ox.
Can't be. Yeah,
Eh.
it is.
11.
Cool. You catch a couple eyes from some students. No one says anything. But people definitely kind of see, like, you're obviously trying to not be really seen, but people can see you. But no one interferes.
He's trying to hide. He's just like trying to like make sure, like,
Yeah, you're being
like, looking
shifty,
around a
but people don't really. No one's stopping you. I mean, people see you. But yeah, you head over to the hippogriff with the stone staircase.
he bots.
It's what?
That he says the password that he
Oh.
remembers James saying.
You see as the hippogriff statue begins to turn, and Florencia steps in front of you, and hops up on the stairs before you do. As she rides them to the top, you guys get up there. You're greeted by two giant gold and maroon doors, wooden doors that are closed. She pulls on one of the handles, and she goes, "Huh, It seems like the door is locked.
Ah, yes. Hence why I was practicing my unlocking spell when you found me. It seems to be that some of the locks are quite tough, but I think we ought to give it a go. If not, we can always ask McGonagall to let us in and we can play with it later when she comes back.
Um, okay, roll me a spell attack. The DC you have to beat. I'll say you can roll it at advantage because you've been using Alohomora a lot lately. You have to beat a DC 25, which means I believe on a 19 or higher, you can unlock the door.
Not impossible.
It's not impossible. It's doable. A 19, a nat 19 or nat 20. It's definitely doable. Odds are in your favor with rolling at advantage.
Ooh, dirty 20, but not enough.
You cast Alohomora. You
Yeah,
hear, you
that's
hear,
17
huh?
actually. I added it wrong. 17.
Oh, okay, that's different. You cast a spell, and you hear like a slight, like shake on the door, but nothing opens as Florency pulls again, and she goes, "Huh, well, that sucks." She steps towards you, whips her wand out, and casts Bombarda, and blows the doors open. And you hear like several shouts from like what are they called? Paintings, like the portraits. A lot of like the old like the professors and things that are in there are like, what? Huh? What's up? Who's doing this? What's happening? And Florencia yells at Accio Hat. And the sorting hat comes flying out and she grabs it. She looks at you. She goes, run before you get caught. And she hauls ass down the stairs.
Let's go, let's go. Uh, where's a good place? He pulls out his snap as he's running.
Florencia's yelling, left, left, right, student, left, left, duck, left, right, left, as you're looking at your map. I think she tears off towards the astronomy tower, not even knowing where she's running. But as you guys are running, you find yourselves at the astronomy tower, which gives you guys some time to like breathe as you guys are huffing and puffing. The astronomy tower is empty during the day because I mean, no one's gonna. What are you gonna look at the sun through a telescope? So no, it's pretty empty. The hat wakes up and goes, "Oh, hello, students. Why am I in the astronomy tower? What's the meaning of this?"
Oh, I will explain. My name is Atticus. You sorted me a few weeks ago, but we have a new student. So she hasn't decided if she wants to stay, but I'm thinking maybe we can convince her. What do you think?
Interesting. You're Gryffindor,
That
acting
I am.
like a Slytherin with sneakery and steelies. Hmm.
I only borrow things. Occasionally.
Spoken like a true Slytherin. I may have had my first misplacement. Well, dear Atticus, if it's information that your friend wants to know about staying here at Hogwarts, it's information I shall give her. However, I want you to know, you could have been good in Slytherin with the mind and cunning ability that you have. It seems your need for bravery is not as much as your need for cunning. And he looks over at Florencia and goes, well, dear, I don't have all day. I was enjoying quite a rather amazing nap. Go ahead and place me on your noggin, and I will tell you where you may go. And you see as Florencia shrugs, puts the hat on, and you see as the hat begins to make faces and hum and make noise. And he goes, interesting. Traits of all four, but also nothing in common with any of the houses. Balbaton, yes, makes sense for you, but your mind is clouded.
Valencia, you gotta tell him you want to be in Gryffindor.
You see as Florencia shoots a look at you as her eyes narrow as the hat talks. And the hat goes, ah,
That's what I did, but you can do what you want.
it seems you are not. And she pulls the hat off, as he begins to say something. And she goes, well, I think that's good enough. I don't really. I'd rather it be. I don't want to force it. I'd rather wait for McGonagall. Maybe I don't know if McGonagall's gonna have me do this. I just.
You just got here. I think you're still trying to decide because you haven't seen the whole place yet. So that makes sense that he sensed your indecision. I mean, does the sorting have a name other than the sorting?
I don't. I mean, if somebody
It
knows.
doesn't. It only has Sword and Hat.
All
Okay,
it has
so
is the name and the song.
yeah,
Sing your song, Sword and Hat. You gotta sing the song.
I'm not singing it. There's no way in fuck I'm singing a song. No. You guys head back to McGonagall's office, and she kind of just chucks the hat into the room, and she goes, well,
The song's a minute and 41 seconds, by the way.
yeah, and it changes every single year, so I'm not gonna come up with a minute and 40-second song off the top of my head, nor sing one for that long. She kind of just tosses the hat back into the room, and she goes, well, that was
What'd you think?
interesting. Definitely a lot more fun here than Bowbatten. Any other cool secret places you know of, or like places we're not allowed to go? I'm in a very adventurous mood today.
Oh, there's a hidden place I went to last time with like a music. There was music playing, but I didn't go in because I was by myself. I asked an older girl to come with me, but she was like afraid of breaking the rules or something, and so we didn't go in, and I just went by myself. But we should go back there. It's called the Forbidden Hallway, I believe.
Are you talking about the forbidden corridor, third floor corridor? Okay. You see as her eyes widen and sparkle a bit, and she goes, "Yeah, let's go." I mean, everyone's gonna be super busy at the Quidditch game, so I doubt there's gonna be like any, unless you guys have. I mean, I've heard you guys have like a head boy or something like that, or like prefix, so we have to watch out for them. But I don't think any professors will be here. Let's yeah, lead the way. Let's go check that out. That sounds way more fun than a silly old hat.
We got to go to the main stairway called the Grand Staircase, and sometimes they move, so we got to be careful.
You navigate your way. I'm gonna say you got, like I said, you guys have been here for a while now. It's been almost like a month and a half, since school has began. You're able to navigate the staircase, and you head into the forbidden stairwell, or the forbidden corridor. And as you do, and the door shuts behind you, we switch over to Sebastian and James. You guys are on the Quidditch pitch. Both of you are on each side, or each of your assigned sides of the field. Your team is all there. Madam Hooch walks in. The crowd is cheering. There's so many people in the stadium. Professors are there. Sebastian, you see your mom and dad are in the stands. James, you spot your mom off in the stands as well, with Professor McGonagall sitting next to Mr.
James,
Shacklebolt.
James waves back to her mom.
You wave out. She gives a little wave back. Madam
Did you say
Hooch.
Sebastian's mom's there?
Yeah.
Man, Sebastian looks like a kid on Christmas. He hasn't seen his mom in 7 months.
Yeah, dude. Your mom's there in the. She was a little surprised. Your mom's there sitting next to your dad. They're both waving at you as well. Madam Hooch walks up and she goes, "Right, okay. I want all of you to have a clean game. This is the first game of the season. Now, there is a slight rule change. If any magic is cast and is seen, you will automatically be ejected ejected out of the game, leaving your team at a disadvantage. However, as broom flying and combat is necessary, now that it has been deemed legal in the pro Quidditch, other than obviously dark curses or killing curses, you may cast strictly only binding spells. Should you cast anything else and are caught, you will be ejected. So if you guys want to, you can cast binding spells. However, there's a negative aspect of that, as a lot of Quidditch fans see that as dirty. And even though it's now legal in the pros, they don't really do it. You can cast it. It will help you either score or disable somebody, but you're going to get a negative reputation for that. So I'm just giving you guys that option. It is something that is on the table. Whether you use it or not is totally up to you. Madam Hooch brings out the box and she goes, right, captains shake hands. You see as Lorcan and Jacob walk forward, shake each other's hand, and grunt a good luck. Madam Hooch whistles and kicks open the chest as the bludgers fly off. The snitch flies out. She grabs the quaffle, throws it up. You guys take off. Sebastian and James, can you guys roll me initiative really quick? I'm going to go grab something to drink while we do that.
No, you're not. Who said you get a drink? You don't have rights. You haven't unionized yet, motherfucker.
Oh boy.
I'm like Amazon in this bitch. We mistreat our workers. What's up? Get a 5-minute piss break. That's it. Any more and you're fired.
So just a quick heads up. We're gonna finish because I just got called into a very important meeting early tomorrow morning, so I need to actually get some sleep. We're gonna finish up the Quidditch game, and then we're going to finish up with a little bit of adventuring on Zoe and the NPC side, and then we will transition into a offline of a classroom, and then next session we're gonna pick up on Atticus's game against Slytherin, which I don't think any Slytherin players. Mimi, are you on?
Slytherin.
Yeah, you're the keeper, right?
Yeah, I'm the keeper.
Okay, cool. So then your guys' game will be next week.
Cool.
Cool. Which actually would make sense because this game could take a long time, like in game, because some Quidditch games last. I mean, some have lasted months,
I got
so
a
it would
3.
make sense.
Oh, James got a 5.
Holy
You
shit.
gotta. Whoa.
Sebastian.
My mom threw me off my game. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
yeah.
that nat 1. It's not that the nerves for Sebastian are there. It's more of like you're excited to see, like you haven't, like you said, you haven't seen your mom in so long, so your excitement of seeing her kind of like throws you off as your team begins to disperse. I'm gonna say for James, so your Hufflepuff goes first. You guys, I gotta pull up your fucking teams. Hold on. You see as Vanessa lunges forward and grabs the quaffle. You, her, and Terrence fly forward. She passes the ball to Terrence. Now, the way this is gonna work is I'll be playing the NPCs. Um, if you want the ball, let me know. Say I'm calling for it. I'm gonna pass it to you, and then based on what you want to do, you can let me know, and I'll let you know how to roll. Or if you want to try and give a help action or an assist, you can have the ball and try and set up your teammate to score, which will allow you to roll. I will roll at advantage. In that case, so Terrence has the quaffle. You and Vanessa are skyrocketing forward. Do you want to call for it to try and score, or do you want to call for it to try and do, or to try and set somebody up for an assist? What would you like to do?
I want to assist the to help.
Cool. You see as Terrence barrels forward and does a barrel roll as a bludger blows past him. He turns and throws the quaffle to you. I'm gonna say, Lunar, if you want, you have one reaction per round that you can use. You can either target your bludger at one of the three chasers if you want to. You can target your bludger at the other beater if you want to, or the keeper. If you want to try and hit the enemy team, or the other team's seeker, you can, but that will be at disadvantage. So James, you spot James has the ball. You see as Terrence dodges a bludger that's now rocketing towards you. Do you want to use your reaction to try and hit James with the bludger, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go for that. I can't
Okay.
start my yeah. I have plans for this.
So James, I'm gonna let you. So you have the quaffle before Sebastian hits the bludger. How do you want to narrate me how you want to assist this goal?
So as you know, as he's like trying to defend or trying to help, James is trying to do like his best. Uh, what is it? Trying to do like a technique, try to figure out where it's like the right place and the right moment to figure out like the moment.
Okay. Roll me a perception. Or hold on, don't roll perception yet. Lunar, go ahead and roll me a attack roll. The AC you have to hit is James' AC, which is, I believe, 12. Meanwhile, Iris is listening to anime or something in the background, or a random commercial.
Load, damn it.
Iris, can you just turn the volume down a bit? I don't think she can hear me. Okay, there we go. What'd you get, Lunar?
I fucking was waiting for my sheet to load so I could grab my beaters back. Okay, it's +5. Okay. D20. 23.
Nah.
Okay. James, I need you to roll perception. You have to beat a 23 to be able to see the bludger. If you don't see it, your next roll that's about to happen will be at disadvantage because you're going to get hit by the bludger. So go ahead and roll me perception.
And
Okay.
Solid
You get absolutely blindsided. You spot the right time to toss the quaffle through a pair of Ravenclaw chasers. As you throw it, you get hit, and the quaffle kind of wobbles out, and you see as one of the chasers from Ravenclaw grab it and fly off. I do need you, because you failed the perception by 10 or more. I need you to make me, or not fail, sorry, make me a strength saving throw to stay on your broom.
Nope, nope.
You fall 30 feet, hit the ground. Roll. D6, die count 3. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you are literally knocked off your broom, and you land flat on your back, knocking the wind out of you as you like gasp for air, not being able to breathe in, as you're constantly, or not being able to breathe out as you're constantly sucking air in. Lunar,
Yes.
that is, or Sebastian, that's your turn. You've effectively taken out James for the remainder of this round. You see your team is racing forward. Let me see here. I was gonna make some rolls real quick. Slash check. Strength. Okay. Wow, there's no way that's a thing. Okay. That's wild. You see who messes. We'll see. We'll see. Where's my, here we go. Sebastian, you see as Mandy and Jester chase forward, and Erica and Martha both crack 2 bludgers at them, essentially knocking both of them off their path. But you see Spencer rush forward and go to score. But you see as Erica is roll me a perception, actually. Now that it's fully your turn, roll me a perception to see if you notice this.
So 10.
On a 10, okay. Let me see the sleight of hand. You look at Spencer. His legs immediately bind to the broom. As he flips upside down, his arms snap to his legs, and he just drops and lands almost not really on the top of his head, but just like right on the like ridge of his neck as he goes completely. He doesn't go limp. Because he's rigid, but you see he's completely knocked out. But you have a bludger heading your way. You can either use the bludger to hit it wherever you want to, or you can dodge out of the way and cast a spell. Or if you want to, because the quaffle is now in midair, you have enough movement speed to bolt over. You can try and score yourself if you like to. It would be at disadvantage, but you could try to score yourself if you wanted to do that. Okay, I'm gonna remute Iris.
Let's see. I am going to just, I guess, use the bludger.
Cool. Who do you want to aim it at? There's all 3, or there's 2 chasers that are still flying around. They're behind you, but they're rocketing towards where the quaffle is. So you can try and spin around and hit one of them, or you can try and take out one of the beaters if you want to, or you can try and target the keeper.
Where's Lorcan?
Lorcan he's directly below you, so I'd say you're about 80 feet up in the air. He's probably around 50 or 60. So he's probably about 20 feet below you, 20 to 30 feet below you.
I. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shout to Lorcan now, and then I'm gonna go for the bludger, and I'm kind of gonna like bunt it up and then follow it so that I can then shoot it down towards one of the two chasers going for the quaffle, while Lorcan goes for the other one from below.
Cool. Okay, go ahead and roll me a go ahead and roll me attack.
The odds be ever in my favor. Nat 20, baby.
No way.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Nat 20 plus 5.
Oh shit.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
That's a nat 22.
Oh my god.
Oh my
The
god.
same exact nat 20. That's insane. Okay.
It's stuck on nat 20 for the rest of the game.
You see as okay, you tell me how you take out the first chaser. Yeah, you explain to me. Just narrate it for me.
Now, he went for the bludger, bunted it up so like he hit it, but not hard enough to send it flying. Since he has a fast broom at 100 movement speed or whatever, shot after it and then shot it down, like spiked it on top of the chaser, basically going to hit this guy in the head, just like he's getting a concussion, like he's gone.
Vesper, you're there with Fiona.
Yes.
I think did Mimi go? Hold on. Iris, did you
hoots and giant too as he does it?
Iris, did you go to the Quidditch game or did you and Rocky go back to the common room?
No, we're at the Quidditch game.
Actually,
Okay.
Mimi's like half asleep on Rocky's shoulder.
Oh, okay. That's right. You're sleeping. Vesper, you see.
Actually, wait, hold up.
Okay.
I was like, I feel like this should be allowed because Akash did his whole racial thing. Could I use my giant spell to shout to bolster my allies and stuff and give them advantage on their attacks for Lorcans since he's a beater?
Ooh, I like the flare. Yes, I'm gonna allow that to be canon. Go ahead and make sure you add that feat onto your character sheet. Yeah, I'll say you can do that once per long rest. We gain advantage on attack rolls against the targets for 3 rounds. You can't cast a spell again until 3 rounds are done. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. That's fine. So Lorcan has advantage on the next 3 attacks?
Yeah.
Cool. Vesper, you see as Sebastian, you're watching this Yeah. So you're watching this crazy game from the sideline, but out of nowhere, you see as all of the Ravenclaw tracers have been dropped, and it's like, oh shit, Hufflepuff's gonna score. You see as Sebastian roars something in giant speech as he knocks the bludger up. In the blink of an eye, he aerodynamically holds his broom, skyrockets about 40 feet in the blink of a second, hits this bludger as it peaks upwards. It's going up. He slams it down. You see as it knocks the chaser completely out. Lorcan turns around, grabs the same bludger by his hand, rushes forward, and just full on face palms the bludger into or palms the bludger into the other Hufflepuff's chaser's chest, literally knocking them off the broom as he grabs the quaffle himself and throws it so hard that the keeper of Hufflepuff grabs it and has knocked himself through the goal by how hard Lorcan has grabbed it, because the bludger increased his movement speed as he was rocketing forward. I'm gonna say that both those nat 20s, Ravenclaw is at 100 points.
The Golden Talons, man.
Ravenclaw is 150 points, and Hufflepuff right now has 75. The game's been going on. We're not gonna do like a million rounds, so we're gonna do like maybe 10 rounds max. So right now the score is
You have double their
150.
score.
Yeah, pretty much. I want Sebastian or sorry, not Sebastian. I want Lunar and Jean. Both of you roll me a d20. This is going to be a luck die for your seekers, because none of you are seekers. Akash would have been your guys' seekers, but now because they're NPCs, if you guys okay, cool. I was gonna say if you guys want to, you can roll, or if you don't want to, I can roll for you. But you roll this
16.
a 6 and a 16. Okay.
Rigged.
It is not enough for either seeker to spot the snitch at the moment.
Decent.
Or actually, no, sorry. 16. Okay. I will, yes, that actually does spot the snitch. Hold on, but that's only going to be a dexterity +3. She's unable. She rushes out for it. Who's the seeker for Hufflepuff? Oh, Danny. Danny, he rushes forward, catching Magdalene off guard. But the snitch jolts out of his way and he loses sight of it again. We're back to the top of the initiative. James, that's you. You get yourself up, dust yourself off. You're able to catch your breath finally.
James is now furious right now. Or angry.
You are very angry. You hop on your broom and take off. You are down significant amount of points as you've been kind of taken out by that one hit. As you get back into the sky, not Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff has the quaffle right now. You guys bolt forward. Do you want to try another assist, or do you want to try and score yourself?
I'll do assist, why not?
Okay. Sebastian, you have your reaction now that it's the top of the new round. If you want to, I will allow you to try and hit either one of the chasers, the seeker, or the keeper for Hufflepuff. Or you can hold your reaction. Totally up to you.
I'm always gonna go for my reaction. What were the options again? The seeker or
There's all three chasers. So there's James, Vanessa, and Terrence. So those are the three chasers. The seeker. Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack at disadvantage as they are currently chasing around the remnants of a golden snitch.
That is a 15 at disadvantage.
Oh shit, a 15 at disadvantage?
Yeah, I got a 10 and an 18 +5 on my attack.
Oh fuck. You rocket a bludger, and it just it just hits the tail end of Danny's broom as he slows down, and Magdalene's able to catch up to him. And now both seekers are side by side, so you weren't really able to cause any damage, but you got your seeker up there.
It should be the 18 because I did the giant thing.
Oh, you have advantage, so it
so
then
what
is
is
just a
5?
flat roll, so it's 18 plus
523.
Oh, okay. In that case, that's different. Shit.
The power of giant speech.
Okay.
Fuck you.
It's still so Danny's able to hold on as you hit his broom, but it's still enough force to slow him down, and you've now allowed your seeker to catch up to him, and so Magdalene won't be rolling at disadvantage next time if she spots the quaffle, or not the quaffle, the golden snitch. Cool. James, go ahead and make me a dexterity at advantage, please, to see if you are able to help Vanessa and your team navigate through and get a score.
30 plus 2. That's a 4. Wait. Shit, hang
Advantage.
on.
You have advantage.
I know. Alright, D20 plus 2. 16.
Cool. You are able to get your team, you kind of weaving it out. You guys are passing the ball back and forth, just like you did in practice in a V formation, and you're able to split between two of the defenders, and Vanessa's able to score. You guys go back and forth for a while. The score is now 175 to 125. Ravenclaw is still up. Both of you go ahead and roll me a luck check to see if your seekers spot the golden snitch. So just a flat D20.
19.
Oh, shit.
9.
Danny getting hit by that bludger, Sebastian, has significantly helped Bolt. Bolt's about to show you guys why. Well, maybe she'll show you guys why. Sebastian, can you roll me a dexterity? Or no, actually, I'll do it because it's 19. Hold on one second. What were you saying, Jean? What was happening?
Can I use the inspiration he gave me to reroll that 9?
You most definitely can.
You know what? I might as well.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll it.
That 2. Nope.
On an 18. So that 19, she was able to spot it way before Danny was, which gave her advantage. She's close behind it. She is maybe about 10 feet or so behind. That brings us back to the top of the round. We've got James. Again, do you want to go for an assist or do you want to try and score solo?
Sis.
All right, go ahead and roll me dexterity at advantage to see how well you guys set up your formation again. And then Sebastian, you also are going to have your reaction now. So if you want to target anybody specifically, you can go ahead and let me know after Jean does his last roll.
Oh, 20.
Nice. Cool. Sebastian, anybody you want to target with your bludger reaction attack?
Who's left?
Everybody's back in play. Everyone's back up. I mean, people are definitely looking beat up, but there's not really like anyone's unconscious or anything. I mean, but yeah, everybody on each team is fully up.
There's a bludger coming at me?
Yeah, so your reaction, your reactions are you pretty much flying to a bludger and hitting it, and then your turn is fully your turn. So this reaction is you can put yourself in the way to hit a bludger at anybody on the enemy team.
Is anyone scoring right now? Is that what
Oh, it's literally going back and forth. You guys are up by only 50 points now instead of 75 points.
Yeah, I'm saying, was anyone actively going to scoring? Is that what James was doing?
Your team, the Hufflepuff team currently has the ball. So they're in the so you see James.
Whoever has the ball. That's what I'll do.
Okay. Vanessa has the ball right now. Go ahead and make your attack. However, I mean it's just gonna be a flat roll. Because it would have been at disadvantage. With the dexterity roll for James, but go ahead and just make your flat attack.
10.
You hit the bludger. It hurls past, just barely missing Vanessa. As James passes the ball, she sees the bludger coming past her, or coming towards her, and she kind of dodges a little bit, throws the ball back to you, James. James, you catch it and immediately toss it forward towards Terrence, and he throws in for a score. It is now your turn. Sebastian, you have your full turn. Your team has the ball, so you can either take out try and take out another opposing beater.
This is our secret to getting that snitch.
Bolt is 10 feet behind. She's very close. She also noticed it probably a whole 10 seconds before Danny did, so she's got a hefty lead on him. So you like,
where's Danny?
Danny's, so you catch out of the corner of your eye, maybe like 80 feet to your northwest. You see Bolt.
My speed's 100. I'm charging the guy.
Okay, okay. Are you just trying to?
This is football now. We're playing chicken, and I'm not moving.
Well, you're gonna blindside it. He doesn't even see. He's not gonna see you coming. He's chasing Magdalene and only focusing on her. So if you want to, are you trying to ram him?
Yeah, he's getting a bludger badge straight to the side, right.
Go ahead and make me an attack.
Do I get my advantage?
Yes, you do. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That is a solid 16.
It hits. How much damage does your bat deal?
I think like a D6. 2d6.
Cool. Oh, fuck. Okay, go ahead and roll. Damn, what year is Danny? Danny's a 6th year? Okay, he's got some health. All right.
Yeah, right? Yeah, bro. He'll be all right, bro.
Yeah, he'll be good. he'll be good.
Not even true.
Fucking one bludger bat to the side of the head, dead.
Three.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily that you're trying to do damage. You're trying to just knock him off course, which you successfully do.
I want him to fall off the broom if I can.
Okay. If you're gonna try and do a shoving, then we need. Okay, let's do.
Like I want to charge, blow past him and swing with the bat, kind of
Roll me. Okay, roll me. We'll do a contested strength. You have to beat a 21 to knock him off the broom. You're still gonna do damage. You'll still damage and slow him down, but you have to beat a 21 to fully knock him off.
What are we doing here, guys?
You slam into him. You definitely slow down. He's now at a significant disadvantage. He has to roll at double disadvantage to try and catch up to Bolt at this point.
Wrong.
But you
I should have a +2. It should be a 10. All right, doesn't change much. Which is inside.
Cool. That'll be your turn. I will roll for the Ravenclaw team really quick. That's a 16. Cool. The score is now tied. It's 200 apiece. Both of you go ahead and roll me a luck die. Ooh, this is where it comes down to the end of the game right here.
Evan.
Uh-oh.
I'm
gonna say
that's the power of the golden talons of Ravenclaw, baby.
I'm gonna say because the snitch has already been very well spotted, we will do. I will give Hufflepuff a chance to do it.
Man, I'm jumping this secret. What are you talking about? Next round, he's gone.
Okay, so Bolt has a 22 on her dexterity. On a quadruple disadvantage, Danny has to beat a 22 on quadruple disadvantage to get out of Sebastian's grasps and make up the now 120 feet of distance that's there. So, oh shit, that's a 23.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so even with a 21 being the lowest, yeah, he wouldn't have made it even if it was a 21. That was close.
I want to play it right now. Alex's dice rigged. All right,
Yeah.
19, 17, 17. What did I tell you?
Ox, does your bot loves you to death?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It is called Oxbot.
Man must serve ox anything higher than 10 at all times.
You see as Danny kind of is able to get free last second, and he gets into position, and the second he bolts, you guys hear cannons exploding. Mimi waking you up as the cannons erupt, and you hear the announcer say, Magdalene Bolt has just caught the golden snitch. Ravenclaw wins. Ravenclaw wins 350 to 200. And you see the banners of Ravenclaw drop down from the stands as everybody cheers and everything. Like all the Ravenclaws are chanting. The Hufflepuff team comes over to you guys as you guys line up. Everyone's shaking your hand. Sebastian, everyone's saying, good job.
Jamie is not shaking anyone's hands.
Oh,
No, like I said, Sebastian showboats a little as soon as the cannon goes off. I'm dancing on my broom, shouting in giant.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you for sure can showboat.
I try to ride it like a surfboard. I start to do the Hakuna Matata.
You notice though when you land, your team, including yourself. Well, I'll leave it up to you if you want to. Just like James decided not to. The Hufflepuff team lines up and begins shaking your team's hand. You see you and James are at the very end. You notice as the line comes down, James has not shaken.
Who did the binding spell?
Oh yeah, you saw no, you just saw your teammate snap get hit with a Perfectus Totalis.
I got Finite Incantatum for a reason. I'm about to find out.
What does that do? You got what? Finite Incantatum?
That was the wrong thing. That was the wrong spell. I meant Prior Incantato.
You meant which one?
Prior Incantato. It lets me reveal the last spell cast on a wand.
Oh.
The first three people I walk past that are fucking chasers or whatever. I do it to them, or not chasers since James left. So I guess 2 chasers and 1 beater.
Yeah. Okay.
Find the fuck out.
Are you openly casting it, or are you trying to be sneaky?
I don't need to be sneaky, bro. My whole point is to be like, after I find out who it is, I'm gonna be like, man, fuck you.
Okay. Is there a saving throw incorporated with this spell?
No, literally, like I have the thing. It's just instantaneous.
Okay.
I just have to point it at the wand or so like
2. Okay, hold on. 1, 2.
Yeah, so you learn the incantation whether it was spoken aloud or not.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's fine. We will do this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. You see as Vanessa walks forward, shakes your hand, and you cast your spell. The last spell that was cast, does it tell you the time, or is it just the name of the last spell?
It says, regardless of the time of casting, and it's after using an investigation of illusion and crimes, this spell produces a ghostly recreation of the previous spell cast by the currently used one. If the previously cast spell cannot be represented visually, you learn the incantation that was used, regardless of whether the incantation was spoken aloud at the time of casting.
Okay. You cast a spell on Vanessa. You get a mental image of her casting Accio on a cup of coffee. So she walks by, says good game.
Not her. Shake her hand. Stab her up. Send her on her way.
You see as up next is the Seeker. You cast it as he's walking up towards you. You get a mental image of him casting the Expelliarmus charm. It seems to be you just see him casting Expelliarmus, so it wasn't the spell that you saw. And then Martha steps forward. And the last spell that she cast, you see was Vera Verto. Do you have any other? Is that it? Is it just those three?
Yeah.
Those three charges. Yeah. So you get those three, and then the rest of the team walks forward and shakes your hand. You've noticed and can see, I can hear your team anger a little bit as James has walked past all of them and not shaken their hands. James gets to you. James, do you shake Sebastian's hand or do you brush past him?
I brush past him.
What are you, mate? A racist? Got him, guys.
Did you say a racist?
Yeah, man. Yeah, sorry.
What?
Restart.
What? James like, what? No. I am not racist,
In
James
front of
said.
everybody. I'm making a scene. I'm ruining this interview.
Oh my lord.
I'm putting this thing in the mud.
You guys head off to your respective locker rooms to clean up. You guys have
I'm in the locker room like, can you believe it, mate? That James kid's a racist.
you guys clean up a bit and then begin to make your way over to wherever you want to. What we can offline that until class starts. We fly over as Vesper and Fiona. You guys make your way. If you want, start now in the offline. Tell me where James, Vesper, Fiona, and Sebastian and Mimi. Let me know right now in the offline where you guys want to go, because we'll finish up with Atticus, and then we'll probably call it a night here. So just start wherever you want your characters to start off right after the Quidditch game, and then I'll pick up on that. Atticus, you and Florencia are in the... Also, if you guys want to head out, you definitely can. That's totally up to you. But Atticus, you are in the Forbidden Corridor with Florencia. The same 8 doors that were here last time present themselves to you yet again. What does James want to do?
James or
I mean, Atticus.
Atticus.
I'll buy it. Yeah, that one. That one. Yeah.
he just like he goes up to the door. He tells her like, let's try to find the one that plays music.
The one that plays music.
He remembers like a harp sound from one of the doors from last time.
Right. That one was. Let me check my notes.
Also,
See.
did they call you Florencia? Do you have like a nickname?
1 second. It's the third door on the left. Okay. She looks at you and she goes, you can call me Flo. I mean, some of my friends call me Flo, but I mean, either one works. I don't really care too much. I like my name, so either Florencia or Flo, up to you. You see as she kind of sways and walks towards the sound of the harp. She goes, "Oh wow, yeah, this is really pretty music. Have you been in there yet? Like, do you know what's behind the door?"
I haven't yet. But did you want to find out?
She flashes a devilish grin again and her eyes light up and she goes, yeah, I mean, if you think you can unlock this door, so far you're 0 for 2, kiddo. As she stops for a second and goes, I mean, that's what I call my friends. Here, go. I'm gonna move now. Go work your magic.
Same
as
age. Why are you calling me a kid?
She looks at you. She goes, it was long travels. I'm kind of tired a bit. Go open the door.
You're
Let's.
like an immortal vampire that's like 1,000 years old, but you just look like a kid.
No, vampires definitely age at least until 18 for sure. I mean, that's been well documented. But no, I'm not a vampire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just French.
Aggie.
Just French, that's all.
No, not Aggie.
Alohomora. Go ahead and make me a attack. DC's 18. I'll say if you don't get it on the first try, you can have 2 more tries for that door before Atticus kind of falters a bit and gives up.
Okay, I'll give it 3 tries.
You have a +6, so 12 or higher.
Ooh, nat 20. The first roll was a nat 18.
It was an 18. We're gonna take the nat 20. Damn. I mean, yeah, I mean, the 18, either way, both of them work. Yeah, the second you say Alohomora, you just hear the lock immediately click open, and then followed by several other locks, throughout the door, open up, and then this giant arcane, kind of like holographic lock pops up on the door and opens as well. The door opens. What you see is there's a pool of water. So about 60 feet in the middle of the room from where you guys are standing, there's a large rectangular sunken in pool of water. So like there's steps leading down, probably like 8 feet downwards, like in an angle, to this like 20 foot long by 10 foot wide, pretty much like it looks like an indoor swimming pool. And then you see floating above the middle of that pool is I would say like small desk sized harp, just being suspended a couple feet above the water surface, as you hear music playing. The room is entirely mirrors. The floor is complete white marble. There's no pillars. The ceiling and the walls are all mirrors. What does Atticus do?
So does he see the source of the music? Or is it just
Yes,
like every...
it's the harp that's floating in the middle of the pool.
I missed that. I was slightly distracted. Okay. So no creatures
No
that we
creatures.
can see. Let's look around a bit. I wonder what's in here.
Okay, is there anything, I mean, based on right now, the room's empty. The walls and ceiling are mirrors. I mean, is there anything in particular you're searching for? Because right now you don't see anything of interest. So is there anything particularly that you would be looking for?
Any large dogs?
I mean, you can see the entire room. It's empty except the harp. No dogs, no fluffies.
Well, it's nice music.
Uh,
Ask McGonagall if we can like have that play at the Halloween what's it called? Dance, I think.
You see as Flo is walking in front of you, and she's just saying, yep, dance, yep, music, McGonagall, and she walks down to the edge of the pool, and as she gets closer, you hear the music stop.
Hey Flo, we might want to get out of here. There might be some monster in here.
She looks at you and she goes, the entire room, there's literally mirrors everywhere. We would literally see a monster appear, even if it appeared out of thin air. As she kind of takes off her shoes and she goes, I just wonder how cold the water is. And she sits down and plops her legs in and she goes, oh, Agus, if you want, we could go for a swim. It's actually pretty warm. I can't really see the bottom though, but
Yeah,
probably not that
let's,
deep.
let's swim a bit. He takes off his shoes and his robe, like puts his feet in.
Cool. You sit down and put your feet in. The music starts back up the second you sit down and your feet touch the water. Flo's kind of just there humming. Roll me a perception. Yeah. Roll me a perception check. How bad do I want to scar you? Yeah, Fluffy's back in Greece.
Oh,
Actually, Gigi Lena, funny enough, is the one that put together the person that looks after Fluffy for Hagrid. She's the one that introduced him and Dumbledore. So funny. 16. You notice the door that you came in as now closed behind you. As you kind of like see from the reflection of the mirror wall in front of you. And you notice a little like flicker of silver. So the pool's 20 feet long. You see a flicker of silver about 10 feet in front of you. In the water, kind of directly underneath where the harp is. But Flo doesn't seem to notice it. Do you want to?
There's like a silverfish in there. You see it? See the fish?
Flo looks down. She goes, "Silver? Oh, I mean, it's not moving. I don't think that's a fish. I don't know what that is. Are you good at swimming?"
I mean, I'm pretty athletic. I made the Quidditch team, so
You should go check it out. I don't want to. You're a boy, so you getting undressed is a lot easier than and less weird than me getting undressed. So you should go swim for it.
he takes off his shirt and like dives in.
Okay. Oh, Atticus, you precious boy. You absolute airhead. I love you. You dive in. Go ahead and make me athletics.
It's gonna be like some cursed object or something.
No. What?
It's
I
gonna be
wouldn't.
that missing Horcrux that they're talking about.
What? I wouldn't do that. You
that's
silly.
not Axe's character. Don't be like that.
Yeah, guys, come
Elves would
on.
never do something like
Yeah,
that. Of
it's
course, of
horror.
course.
Listen, he doesn't. Wait,
No.
what?
I
A
don't
session with Ox? What's
ever
gonna
since the
happen?
one session with Valsay, have never trusted Ox.
On
Never
a
ever again.
modded 19, you swim down. Huh?
It's the wrong. It's not a +1. I'm proficient. It's a +3. So. It's wrong.
Oh, you do have a +3. Yeah. Wait. Dexterity. No, athletics is strength. Yeah, +3. So 21. Yeah. You swim down. It's the water's surprisingly clear, but the bottom of this pool sneaks up on you. Like you are swimming for what seems like a while, and then all of a sudden you're at the bottom of it. And you look up and it seems much deeper than it is, but you're able to hold your breath. And you see a silver locket laying on the bottom of the floor, with a silver chain coiled around and clasped to a iron ring that looks to be melded into the stone at the bottom of the pool. Do you want to unclasp it from the ring and bring it back up? Do you want to leave it? Do you want to put it on? What would Atticus's curiosity do in this moment?
Insight check. What kind of vibe is he getting from this thing?
It's a locket. I mean, it looks like a necklace with a locket on it.
Does it look evil? Does it like is it like evil
It
marks
looks like a silver chained necklace with a locket on it.
and it looks like it's chained to the bottom of the pool?
Yep. So the necklace, like you know where the clasp is that you would usually put around your neck and clasp together, that is clasped around a little iron ring that seems to be like embedded into the floor of this pool.
Can he grab it or is it stuck?
No, you can swim down and unclasp it off of the little iron ring and bring it back up with you.
Sure, he will.
Cool. You swim down and grab the chain and unclasp it and swim back up. You head out of the pool, swim over. And Flo looks at you and she goes, "Oh, cool! It's a necklace. And you've got yourself a silver locket."
Oh, nice. Is there anything on the inside?
Does Atticus try to open it? I mean, it's closed, so.
What do you think, Flo? Should we open the locket? It might be a picture or something.
She shrugs and goes, "I don't know. Could
be like a magical curse as well. If I don't know.
Does your school usually hide cursed things in it for students to possibly find?"
Probably not. They probably wouldn't get that in school.
I mean, yeah, it would be weird if adults hid dangerous items in a school full of children that love to explore. I mean, Bowbatten, we have a whole like separate storage facility for stuff like that. I think it should be fine. I mean, I don't think your school would keep anything dangerous here. That'd be silly. And she, oh, you want to open it? Okay. You open the locket. I need you to make me
I knew it.
I need you to first make me a wisdom saving throw. Then I need you to make me a charisma saving throw. And then you need to make me a constitution saving throw. You should have listened to Iris. Never trust me.
Okay, wisdom.
Wisdom. What did I say? Charisma and constitution. Okay. 21. Okay, go ahead and roll your charisma now. That's actually really good. Oh shit. Okay. Wisdom was a good one. I think you wanted to pass out of the 3. I would say wisdom. You probably would be one of the ones you want to pass. Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, bot. Let's get some. Bot. Yeah. What's the last one?
Constitution.
Oh, the bot is being nice to me today.
I need you to fail the Constitution, please, cause.
Nah.
Okay, cool.
I didn't fail, but that's not good.
Yes, you did. You failed.
Dang it.
You feel first you feel a calming effect wash over you as you open the locket. As you kind of stare, there's nothing in the locket other than a mirror. But as you look into the mirror, like a lot of questions, you begin to like question yourself, existence, and everything. But you're able to shake it off. You then feel a sudden urge to hide the locket and run with it. But you're also able to shake that off. However, as the locket sits in your hand when you open it, you feel almost a sudden frostbite as your hands begin to get cold. You hear a scream, but far, far away, almost as it's a whisper on the wind. Essentially, what happens to you is a streak of your gingery hair turns completely gray. The skin clings to your bones, almost as if your body were slightly dehydrated. And your hit points are temporarily reduced to 20 for the next couple of days, as this locket pretty much sucks life. No, not temporary hit points. Your hit point maximum, drop your hit point maximum down to 20 and your current hit points down to 20, and I'll let you know when to change those.
Oh shit.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm literally like Elsa.
Actually, I'll leave that at 24. Yeah, you feel as like this locket almost sucks like the life and soul out of you as you like hear this scream slightly get louder and louder. It's still a faint whisper, but it grows in size, and then the locket snaps shut. You fall backwards unconscious, and that is where we will end the session for tonight. Whoop whoop! Yeah! 1 second. Alright, YouTube. Hope you guys had a great day. I'll catch you guys next time. Please come join the Discord for all the offline fun that we have in between sessions, so that way you can stay up to date with our wonderful witches and wizards. Bye now.